Hi everyone, welcome to our blissful movement practice. We will be working on our hips and hamstring and just finding some time to disconnect from everything that is going on with you right now and take some time for yourself. So when you're ready, meet me in Virasana and close your eyes. And oftentimes the most challenging part is to disconnect from whatever it is that is going on and carve some time for ourselves. And now that you are here, you already made a decision to do something for yourself. So maybe start to bring all of your awareness to this very moment, to this very second. Knowing that everything else can wait. Everything else that might be going on in your mind is something about the past, or maybe it is something about the future. And the only thing that is true, the only thing that is under your control is this very moment. So maybe bringing one hand on your heart center, the other hand on your lower belly. Start to take a deep inhalation in and gently exhale it out. Inhaling in, exhaling out. One more time, inhaling in. Gently exhale it out. As you inhale this time, extending both the hands up to the ceiling, gaze up at your fingertips. As you exhale, allowing your right fingertips to fall to the side, left hand reaching up and overhead. Maybe start to peel open your chest a little bit to the side. Inhale in. Exhale, start to round your belly, start to round your upper back, bringing your left fingertips closer to your right. Exhale all the air out of your mouth, out of your belly. 2 more times. Inhale, peel open your chest. Exhale, round. Inhale, open up. Exhale, round. Inhale, open up, finding that engagement in your left oblique. Extend your right hand back up to the ceiling, gaze up to your fingertips, breathe in. Exhale, release your left fingertips over to the side, open up your chest to the ceiling, maybe pushing your right shoulder back, left shoulder forward, gaze up, finding that extension over to the right side. Keep on reaching your right fingertips to the side as if you're trying to grab your cookie or your favorite cookie from that upper shelf, and you have to really try to reach hard in order to arrive there. One more breath in, open up. As you exhale, round your belly this time, touching your right fingertips over to the left. Inhale, open your chest. Exhale, round. Inhale, open up. Exhale, round. Inhale, open up, lighter on your left fingertips, extending both the hands up to the ceiling, gaze up. Exhale, take your hands at your heart center. Bringing both the fingertips in front of you, start to widen the distance between your knees. Maybe it can go as wide as the mat, extending your right hand forward, left hand forward. Keep your gaze forward to begin with and see if you can crawl your fingertips to the front of your mat. As you find that extension, rooting down all of your fingertips on the mat, maybe firm up your shoulder blades as if they are trying to reach away from each other. And when you have found that extension, allow your forehead to release heavily on the mat, still finding that extension in 2 opposite directions. As bringing your gaze forward, start to crawl your fingertips over to the right side. Maybe stacking your left hand on top of your right, pulling your oblique over to the one direction, creating that C curve from your spine. Actively rooting down from your left sit bones, pulling yourself over to the right. Exhale, let go of that grip. Crawl your fingertips back to the center. And this time take them over to the left side. You can stay where you are or stack your right hand on top of your left. Interlace your fingers together and just slowly pulling your right fingertips to the left. Root your right sit bones down. If you have a bird eyes view of yourself right now, then you will be able to see a C curve creating through your upper body. So keep on shifting your hips a little bit to the right and pulling your fingertips a little bit to the left. Exhale, let it go. Start to crawl your fingertips back to the front. Bring your gaze forward. See if there is space. Can you crawl your fingertips slightly farther away from yourself? Press your fingertips down. Slowly press yourself up into a tabletop this time. Shorten the distance between your knees so that your knees and hips are in one line. Wrist and shoulders are in one line. We will start to create some gentle movement from our body. So moving your spine in one direction. Maybe creating this baby circles with your upper body. Again, know that there is no right or wrong way to move your body. So find any movement that feels good to you right now. Maybe creating some spinal waves. Maybe nodding out your head side to side. Any movement can become blissful movement if we just start to stay very present in our body, very present in our muscles. So as you move your body right now, just observe how do you feel in your fingertips. Can you press them down on the mat, finding that lift in your shoulder blades? Start observing the front side of your body. See if you can relax your belly fully so that the back side of your body can find that beautiful extension. Stop observing, do you feel really stiff, really blocked up in your body as you move yourself into this free movement or free spinal waves? If so, send your breath to that area and observe where can you find a little bit of letting go to find more freedom in your body, not just physically but mentally as well. Few more breaths wherever you are. Just finding that connection of our body to our breath, breath to our body. One last breath. As you exhale this time, find yourself back into that tabletop shape. Tuck your toes, press your knees up, downward facing dog. As you arrive in this first down dog of our class, maybe this is the very first down dog that you are doing in your day. Just either way, take some time to find your alignment, observing how do you feel in your hamstrings, maybe bending one knee at a time, shaking out your head side to side. Observing your breath, it had started to become a little shallow. Can you find nice and long inhalation through your nose, nice and long exhalation out through your nose. Keep on bending one knee at a time, but this time bring your gaze forward and start to take a slow stroll forward, bringing both the legs outside of your hands into a wider Uttanasana. Lift your chest halfway up as if you're pulling your chest forward. Soft bend in your knees, fold over your legs. Taking both of your hands behind you, interlace your fingers. Soft bend in your knees. Start to pull your knuckles away from yourself, keeping that soft bend. Bring your gaze forward and keep on hugging your shoulder blades in, folding over your legs. Pressing your big toe on the mat, heels on your mat. See if you can evenly distribute the weight on all the four corners of your feet. One more breath in over here. Exhale, slowly release your hands down. Step your left leg back, coming into your lizard lunge. Tap your left knee down on the mat and tuck your toes, finding some movement over here, maybe moving your hips in one direction. Exhale, moving your hips in opposite direction. Aligning your fingertips with your right toes, start to arch your back as if you're puffing your chest forward. Exhale, stay in that lizard, tuck your chin to chest, gaze at your navel. Inhale, gently arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, arching your upper back, gazing up to the ceiling. Exhale, round, chin to chest, eyes to navel. Inhale, finding a neutral spine. Extend your right hand to the front of your mat. Tuck your left toe, left knee up. Peel open your chest to the side. Maybe extending your right fingertips to the back side of this room. Exhale, release your right hand down. Start to pivot to the side. Wide-legged forward fold. Lift your chest halfway up, breathing in. Exhale, fold away your legs. Inhale, lift your chest halfway up, bending your right knee into a baby skandasana, lifting your left toes up. Exhale, moving over to the other side. Continue to move like this, side to side, finding a little bit of mobility into our hips. If your hands are on your block, you can bring it at a height that feels comfortable to you and allows you to move freely from one direction to other. Few more times like this, moving from to the right, moving to the left. Inhale, slowly come back to center, lifting your chest halfway up, crawl your fingertips to the front of this room, framing your right leg. Tap your left knee down, untuck your toes, extending both the hands up to the ceiling, Anjaneyasana. Keep on lifting your shoulder blades up, gazing up to the ceiling, maybe connecting your hands in prayer position. Push your left hip forward, right hip back, open up your chest. Exhale, release your right fingertips to the side, left hand will go up and overhead. Same lateral extension like we did at the very beginning of this class. Exhale, release your left fingertips down, extend your right hand up and overhead, extending through your spine. Creating a big circle, right fingertips over to the left. Start to walk both the hands to the front of your mat. Tuck your left toe, left knee up. Step it back into a plank. Toes together, heels together. Tap your knees down. Chest and chin on the mat. Inhale, rolling into a baby cobra. Chin away from the chest, gazing up. Exhale, release. Down dog. Beautiful. Inhale, lifting your heels up, gaze forward, step or hop forward. Lift your chest halfway. Exhale, fold away your legs. Take your hands at your lower back, interlace your fingers, opposite grip this time, soft bend in your knees. Start to press your knuckles away from yourself as you press your heels down, maybe nodding out your head side to side. Bend your knees generously. Try to keep that connection of torso to quads and keep your gaze forward in between your toes. Maybe pressing your heels down, sinking your weight a little bit lower. Pressing your knuckles away from each other but keeping the heels of your palms together. Exhale, release your hands down. Step your right leg back, both the hands inside of your left foot. Tap your right knee down and tuck your toes. Start to sway your hips side to side, maybe putting your weight a little bit to the left side, little bit to the right. Inhale, finding stillness at the center. We'll continue with our cats and cow. So inhale, arch your back, push your right quadricep down on the mat, keeping everything as it is. Tuck your chin to chest, rounding your navel, rounding your upper back. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, coming to a neutral spine. Start to extend your left hand to the front of the room. Lift your right knee off the mat as you extend your hand up to the ceiling, creating a big arm circle. Extend your hands to the back of this room and slowly as you graze your fingertips down, start to pivot to the side, both the feet parallel to each other, wide-legged forward fold. Lift your chest halfway up, gazing at the tip of your nose. Now bend your elbows to the either side of this room. Imagine the crown of your head is connecting on the mat. Maybe realign your fingertips with both of your toes so everything is in one straight line. Press your hands, lifting your chest halfway up, breathe. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, lift your chest halfway up, moving through your side lunge, bending one knee at a time, but your hands remain absolutely steady. So both the hands stays wherever they are. You're just moving one knee at a time, finding mobility in our hips, in our inner thighs. Few more time where you are. Maybe shift your weight a little bit forward to the right, to the left, and crawl your fingertips back to the front of your room, framing your left leg, right knee down, and tuck your toes. Extend both the hands up to the ceiling, Anjaneyasana. As and when you arrive in that low lunge, extend your hands up, touching your palms together. Keep on pressing your right knee down on the mat, working on finding that extension in your quadricep. Inhale, squeezing your inner thighs in like you're closing a pair of scissors. Extend your hands up. Release your left fingertips down on your mat or on the block. Extend your right hand up and overhead. Breathing in. Exhale, rising up. Release your right fingertips down. Left hand will go up and overhead. Exhale, release your left fingertips down, walking both the hands back to the front. Lift your right knee off the mat, step it back into a plank. Inhale, squeeze your inner thighs in, finding a little bit of a higher lift in your plank. Exhale, knees down, chest and chin. Inhale into cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhaling in, exhaling out. Inhale, lift your right leg up, bend your knee, open up your hips. Take your knee to your right tricep, stepping your foot outside of your right hand. Left knee down and tuck your toes, extending your right hand to the front side of this room. Open up your chest, maybe shifting your weight a little bit to your left outer thigh. Inhale. Tuck your left toe, left knee up. Start to lift and find that extension into high horizon. Threading your right hand underneath your left armpit. Pivot to the side, wide-legged forward fold. Lift your chest halfway up, breathe. Exhale, fold away your legs, fingertips in line with your toes, crown connecting with your mat. Inhale, lift your chest halfway up, shift your weight to your left leg, hands can come at your heart center, Skandasana, side lunge, point your right toes up to the ceiling. Inhale, maybe going hands free, lift yourself up, bringing both the hands to the front of this room, release your left knee down, Anjaneyasana, gaze up to your fingertips, maybe taking a back bend. Exhale, release your right fingertips down, lateral extension. Exhale, left fingertips down, lateral extension to the other side. Big circle with your upper body, releasing both the hands down on the mat. Lift your left knee up. Step it back this time into a three-legged plank. Option for your three-legged vinyasa. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Lift your left leg up, bend your knee, open up your hips. Take your knee to your left tricep, step it outside of your left hand. Right knee down and take your toes, extend your left hand to the front, open up your chest, coming into a lounging lizard, breathe. Exhale, lifting your right hip off the mat as if you're creating a rainbow shape, coming into high horizon. Releasing your left hand down, pivot to the side, wide-legged forward fold, lift your chest halfway up, exhale, fold. Lift your chest halfway up, bend your right knee, Skandasana, side lunge to the right, hands can come at your heart center. Sink your weight a little bit deeper, hands will stay wherever they are, pressing your right heel down, rising up, both the hands framing your left leg, right knee down and tuck your toes, Anjaneyasana, lift your shoulder blades up and back. Exhale, release your left hand down, right hand up and overhead, lateral extension. Exhale, release your right fingertips down, left hand will go up and overhead. Releasing your left hand down, framing your foot, lift your right knee up, low lunge, step it back, three-legged plank. Option for your three-legged vinyasa, chaturanga, up dog. Down dog. Beautiful. Stay here for a breath. Press the heels of your hands down on the mat. Lift your shoulder blades up. Toes together, heels together, gaze forward. Step or hop forward. Lift your chest halfway up. Exhale, fold. Widen the distance between your legs, almost as wide as kind of like a 2 fist distance apart. Grab your big toes with your peace finger, bend your knees generously as if you're sitting on a chair. Now pull your big toes with your knuckles, keep that connection of your chest to your quads. Maybe you are here, stay here. Keeping that connection, start to extend your tailbone up to the ceiling, pull your elbows to the either side, coming into Yogi toe lock. Standing forward fold. Inhaling in freely through your nose. Exhaling out freely out through your nose. Let go of your right big toe. Extend, bring your hand on top of your hips. Shift your weight to your right leg. When you stand up, see if you can bring your left leg along with yourself. Bring your left knee to your chest, open up, extend your left leg in front of you. Keep on pressing your right heel down, keep on pressing your left big toe to your peace finger, finding that extension in your left leg. Now keep that extension, extend both the hands up to the ceiling, finding some strength in our standing leg, breathe in. Exhale, take your hands at your heart center as you kick your left leg back, warrior three. Square your hip, keep on kicking your leg away from each other. Slowly release your hands down, standing split, pointing your left toe up to the ceiling in your own capacity. Press your right heel down, lifting up. Exhale, step your left leg back, gaze forward. Tap your left knee down and tuck your toes. Start to wiggle your right foot a little bit to the front of this room. You can bring your hands on top of your blocks. Staying here for a few breaths, you can also extend your hands up to the ceiling if you feel balanced. Extending your hands up, open up your chest. Continue to stay here for a few more breaths or release your hands down, kicking your right leg forward, coming into your full splits. Both the hands can stay on your mat, on the block. If you feel balanced, hands will come at your heart center. If you still feel balanced, extend your hands up to the ceiling. Lighter on your hips, find that extension from your upper body as if you have a thin rope tied on your fingertips and everything is pulling you up. One more breath in. Exhale, slowly release your hands down. Lift your right leg up, back to that lunge. Tuck your left toe, left knee off the mat. Step it back, three-legged dog. Bend your knee, open up your hips. You're gonna stay here or shift your weight all the way to the left into your side plank. Right hand can come on top of your knee. Staying here or grab your right big toe with your peace finger, extending your legs up. Vasishthasana, side plank. Nice and steady breath in over here. Nice and steady breath out. Exhale, let that leg go. Release your toes behind you, coming into wild thing. Open up your chest. Exhale, slowly come back to center. Three-legged dog. Inhale, bring your right knee to your right wrist, coming into pigeon. Release your left knee down and tuck your toes. Keep your chest open, maybe bringing your right foot or your right shin parallel to shorter edge of your mat. When you're ready, bringing left forearm down, right forearm down, making a pillow with your hand, resting your head on top of that pillow. Reconnecting with your breath, reconnecting with the center of our heart. Just reminding ourselves that even as you move through this practice, see where can you find a little bit of softness? Where can you find a little bit of peace? What is it that you feel is completely rigid? Maybe it is time to send your breath over there and just allow yourself to soften a little bit. And sometimes it is not our body which is rigid, but it is our mind. We get used to moving in a certain way as our practice, and when something new is being presented in front of us, oftentimes it is met with a lot of resistance. So if that is the case, just allow yourself to release any expectation, any attachment that you have of your practice. And maybe just having this goal of finding sthira and sukham, steadiness and peace as you move on your mat in whichever way or shape that you like or that you prefer to move. Lift your head up, walk yourself back on your palms, tuck your left toe, left knee up, step it back, down dog. Pushing the floor away from yourself, staying in down dog for 2 more breaths. 1 more breath, inhaling in, exhaling out. Touch your toes together, heels together, gaze forward, step or hop forward, lift your chest halfway up. Widen the distance between your legs a little bit, 2 fists distance apart, grabbing your big toe with your peace finger. Bend your knees generously like you're sitting on a chair, and keeping that connection of torso to your quads, start to pull your elbows sideways, coming into our forward fold. Keeping your eyes open, that might help you to find that balance, find that stability. Keep on pressing your hips up to the ceiling, still keeping that connection, actively pulling your big toes with your peace finger. 1 more breath in wherever you are. Exhale slowly, let go of your left big toe. Bring your hand on your hips. Bring your gaze forward, shift your weight to your left leg, and as you stand up, see if you can bring your right leg along with yourself. If you wobble and fall, then smile. It's okay to wobble and fall. It means we are playing to our edge and just growing in our practice. When you're ready, extend your right leg to the front of your room. Push your left heel down, find that extension. Fix your gaze at 1 point. When you're ready, extend your left hand up. Extend your right hand up, but keep your right leg extended, working on strengthening our quadricep. Take your hands at your heart center, swing your right leg back, warrior 3. Kick your right leg to the back of this room, keep your hips squared, beautiful. 1 more breath in. Exhale, release your hands down on your mat, kick your right leg up, coming into standing split. Keep on pressing your left heel down, working through our wobbles, fixing your gaze at 1 point. If you feel balanced, you can grab your left shin with your left leg. Exhale, release your right leg down to your low lunge, right knee down on the mat. Now from here, wiggle your left foot to the front of this room, coming into this low Anjaneyasana. Your hands can come on top of your blocks to find stability, or hands can come at your heart center. Option to extend both the hands up to the ceiling and imagine that invisible rope tied to your fingers that is pulling you up. You can stay where you are or release your hands down. Start to walk your left leg to the front of this room, coming into full splits, Hanuman Asana. Hands can stay on top of your blocks. If you feel balanced, extend your hands up to the ceiling. Interlace your fingers, index finger pointing up, lifting from your shoulder blades. Keep on squeezing your inner thighs in, lifting your shoulder blades up, and finally, if you feel balanced, gaze up to the ceiling. One more breath in. Exhale, release your hands down. Start to press your left leg back into that lunge shape. Lift your right knee up. Inhale, firmly planting both the hands down on the mat. Extend your leg back, three-legged dog. Bend your knee a little bit, open up your hips. You can stay here or shift your weight to your right outer thigh and right outer hand, coming into side plank. Stay here or grab your left big toe with your peace finger, extend it up to the ceiling, coming into Vasisthasana, full variation, side plank. You have an option to also lower down your right knee, coming into a side plank, any variation that you prefer. Exhale, release, coming back, three-legged dog. Bring that knee over to your left wrist, preparing for your pigeon. Tap your right knee down and take your toes. Left shin can remain parallel to shorter edge of your mat. When you're ready, one forearm down, other forearm down, making a pillow with your hand, resting your head on top of that pillow. Staying in your pigeon for a few more breaths. Exhale, press your head up, slowly bring yourself up, back on your palms, and step it back, down dog. Inhale, bringing your gaze forward. Tap your knees down, untuck your toes. Exhale, press your head up, slowly bring yourself up, back on your palms, and step it back, down dog. Inhale, bringing your gaze forward. Tap your knees down, untuck your toes. Slowly start to sit down into a comfortable seated position. Extending your right leg forward, extending your left leg forward, bringing both the hands sideways, coming into Dandasana. Inhale, extend your hands up to the ceiling, lift your shoulder blades up. Exhale, hinge from your hips, fold away your legs, seated forward fold, Paschimottanasana. Uttanasana. You can bend your knees generously in order to arrive here, keeping your chest lifted up, squeezing your inner thighs in. Finally, once you have found that extension from your upper body and your lower body, you can release your forehead down. Inhale, lift your chest halfway up. Let go of your hands to the side. Scoot yourself forward. Extend your right leg forward, left leg forward. Start to lie down all the way on your back. Extending both the hands to the side, bringing right knee to your chest, bringing left knee to your chest. Bringing both the hands just below your knees, giving yourself a gentle squeeze. When you're ready, just place your left foot down on the mat. Grab your right big toe with your peace finger. We have done this throughout this practice today. So just doing the same thing on our back. Inhale, extend your right leg up to the ceiling. You can stay here if this is enough, or extend your left leg to the front. Point your toes, point your left toes to the front and lift your left leg few inches off the mat. When you're ready, extend your left hand forward as if you're trying to reach your left toes with your fingertips and pull your right leg a little bit closer to yourself. Let go of engagement in your belly. Keep on reaching your left fingertips forward. As you exhale, slowly release your left leg down. Inhale, bending your right knee. Cactus your hand, take your knee over to the left side. Exhale, come back to center. Bringing left knee to your chest, give yourself a gentle hug. Release your right foot down on the mat, grabbing your left big toe with your peace finger. Extend your leg up in your own capacity. Your knee can be a little bit bent if that is where you are, or extend it fully wherever your practice is right now. You can take right hand on your hip, extend your right leg forward, or just stay where you are. When you're ready, lift your right leg few inches off the mat, extend your hands forward, and keep on reaching your right fingertips to your right big toe. Pulling your left leg closer to yourself in your own way. Keep on finding that lift from your core, from your shoulder blades, reaching forward. Exhale, slowly release your shoulders down, release your leg down. Bring your left knee to your chest, twisting from your navel. Both the shoulders will stay grounded. Inhale, come back to center, both the knees to your chest. Staying here for 2 breaths, keep on hugging your knees to your chest. Your lower back will stay pressed down on the mat. When you're ready, extend your right leg forward, left leg forward. Extending both the hands sideways, coming into Shavasana, final resting pose. Stay into your Shavasana for as long as you like. Thank you so much for joining me on your mat for your practice. The light in me honors the light in you.